Kelly B family. Today we're going to talk about past life regression. If you've had a past life regression experience, I would love to hear from you. I enjoy hearing everybody's different experiences. I enjoy facilitating past life regression. It's definitely a debated but very captivating subject. So what exactly is a past life regression? Is it real or is it fake? Well, you ask different people and you'll get a different answer. Past life regression in general is taking somebody into a very deep state of hypnosis and having them experience a time in which they may have once lived. Now, some people believe in reincarnation, which means that this is not our only life. We live many, many lives. The world and our life is sort of like a classroom, and we're learning lessons and we're living out our karma from other lives. In this instance, if you believe that, then you'll believe that the past life regression is truly you visiting a past life. Other people believe that during a past life regression, it's simply your subconscious mind creating pictures and emotions to help you heal or to help you get an understanding of things that may be bothering you in your current life. Certain things that people can get out of a past life regression is people have been able to heal physically. Physical pain has been healed because in a past life they may see that a certain way that they died or have an entry point from a weapon in a past life that's where they currently have their pain, and after the regression their pain is either alleviated or healed. Other people are able to get questions answered as to why am I attracting certain types of relationships in my life? Why do I have a fear of drowning and nothing's ever happened in my life? Why do I have an array of fears or self-defeating behaviors? And sometimes this can go back to a past life regression. A common or an example is someone in this life currently may feel that anytime food is around that they have to eat it. And it can be a fear. They know that they have a fear or something in their mind tells them you need to eat it now because you never know when you'll get to eat again. When they experience a past life, they may experience a life in which they were deprived of food, where they didn't know when they were going to eat again. And it was a very, very scary life to live that way. And that's carried over. And when they experience the past life, they're able to let that go. Now, whether it's truly fact or fiction, whether it's just the subconscious mind creating what it wants to create, or whether it truly is a past life, either way, it's an incredible experience, and people generally get something out of it. When we talk about the subconscious mind, if you don't know, it's a very interesting topic as well, and very important in past life regression as well as hypnosis. Because what happens with the conscious and subconscious mind, the subconscious mind is where all of your habits, your beliefs, ideas about life are stored. And very basic, it could be the idea of smoking. Your dad or mom may have smoked. You may have had an aunt that you really looked up to that you thought was very glamorous who may have smoked, and so you get older and you smoke because you associate it to that. But that memory, that idea, that belief that smoking is glamorous is in the subconscious mind. And so as much as consciously we say, logically, I know this is bad for my health, I know I need to quit, I know it's not good for me, you may even have a sickness related to smoking and you just can't stop because that's how powerful the subconscious mind is. And it works with all our fears. That's where our fears come from. Housed in that subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is where our primal instincts are of fight and flight. But it's on the positive, it's also where our creativity flows from, our inspiration. When somebody is doing art or writing, a lot of times this is flowing from our subconscious mind because the subconscious mind speaks in symbols and imagery. It also doesn't know the difference between real and fake, which is why hypnosis can be so powerful. And let me give you an example. Have you ever woken up from a dream and been frightened or even screaming? That's the subconscious mind at work. Have you ever watched a movie and it was sad and you cried? You knew it wasn't real. Why did you cry? Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real and fake. That's why in hypnosis you can experience something that you may be afraid of, like going on a boat or swimming. If you can experience this calmly, feeling good about it in hypnosis, the subconscious mind will believe that it's okay, that it's safe to go on a boat, that it's okay to go in the water. And when you're consciously awake, your fear will be overcome. And that's why hypnosis can be so powerful. So the subconscious mind plays a big part in past life regression. Whether it's just creating the story, creating the emotion so that you can heal, or whether it's truly tapping in to space and time. Some people believe that the subconscious mind is actually a doorway to the spirit, which can access those past lives. It's a big debate, but it's very interesting to learn about. Now, there's different stages in past life regression that you may experience. And there's also different ways that you can experience it, meaning some people can go online and download a CD and be able to be guided by a CD through a past life regression. However, if it's your first time, I highly recommend seeking out a certified hypnotherapist or certified past life regressionist to help guide you through your first time. And the steps that they'll take are, they'll help you get into a very, very calm and relaxed state, into a deep state of hypnosis, which is very safe. They're not going to make you do anything that you don't want to do. You're not going to ever be so out of it that you don't know what's going on. You'll always be aware and in control. But they'll get you into a very deep, relaxed state of hypnosis, and then they'll guide you through the past life. And you get to experience. They're not going to lead you into seeing things or creating things. It's all created by you. They'll merely ask you questions of, where are you? What do you see? These basic questions. Now, the reason I suggest going to a certified professional first before listening to a CD is because there's a few reasons. One is that a CD, you're going to be on the timeline of the CD. Meaning if the CD is a 30 or 45-minute CD, you have to have a past life within that time. But everybody's different. Some people can experience a past life in 30 minutes. Some people need 2 hours. It just depends on the person, how they take in information. Everybody learns and hears differently. Everybody gets into that deep state of hypnosis differently. And a certified professional will know what signs to look for to know where you're at. Also, because on one extreme side of the past life regression spectrum, somebody can become the person that they are seeing in that past life, meaning they will feel everything that person feels. They will truly feel that they are experiencing what they're seeing. They may be crying, they may be frightened. And if this happens, if there's a guide there with you, that certified person there with you, they can take you out, bring you back to the present and say, hey, do you want to continue experiencing this? Do you want to fast forward? Do you want to move beyond this? And you can make that choice. Where if you're listening to a CD, one, you're probably not going to get that deep. And two, if you do, there's no one there to kind of bring you out and give you the option. You're just going to have to experience it. Another reason is a lot of CDs will actually integrate music into their recording, which can be very relaxing, but it can also sort of disrupt your experience because your subconscious mind, if it associates that music to anything, it can create images associated to that music rather than letting the organic experience just kind of unfold for you, if that makes sense. So past life regression is very interesting, very fascinating. Like I said, some people can become the person. They can even speak other languages if they become that person. There are articles and books written about this phenomena where people will literally be speaking Italian or French or Chinese, and they have never learned or spoken that language ever. That's very, very extreme and not as common. Other people will get a sense or knowing of what's going on, although they may not see the images. They may not really emotionally connect. They'll just kind of say, well, I sense that I'm here. I sense that I'm this person, but I'm not really sure. They're still kind of analyzing what's going on. That's on the other extreme. Everybody else is going to fall in between those two extremes somewhere. Most likely, what will happen is you'll be able to visualize, get images. You might experience some emotions with events happening. You can recall names, dates, but you'll still be consciously aware, evaluating kind of what's going on. When you're with a professional, they will also record your experience, and some of them will take notes and type those up for you. So you can have a record and always kind of go back, because sometimes what will happen is when you come out of the regression, if you've gone into a very deep state of hypnosis, there may be parts of it that you don't remember. So it's nice to have something to go back and refer to, especially if you have pulled names and dates and places. You might want to have the really fun experience of afterwards going and Googling everything that you have discovered and see what you find. So maybe you were a princess, maybe you were a king, or maybe you just lived on a beautiful farm in Ireland somewhere, whatever it is. If you have experienced a past life, let me know. I'd love to hear your comments. Everybody has an opinion. I would love to hear what you think. Is it real or is it fake? How has it affected your life if you have ever had one? And that's all for past lives today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and I will also answer those. Thank you. Bye.